Hello, happy Sunday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, depending on your time zone. I am so glad that we are back for another stream. It feels like it's been a minute since we did this. I know it's been like 2 weeks, but we are back, and let me go ahead and switch screens really quickly. Hello, Moss. Welcome. Good to see you in the chat. We are going to see your character again today. Actually, we've got your character Fish Soap right down here in the bottom two panels. We are going to have to finish this page today because last time we grouped on stream, which wasn't the 2 week ago stream, that we covered a completely different topic, but 2 weeks before that we had worked on this book and I wanted to bring it back. I didn't want to let it fall to the wayside. We need to complete this contest and we have one more round left, the dinner round. But before we can start the dinner round, of course, we need to finish the outcome for our lunch round. And we've got these 3 panels here that we need to complete before we can move on. I have not colored anything else. I know last time we worked on stream, we did this page and then we dabbled a little bit in this page. We were like kind of finishing this one up. I put the colored pencils down because it's way less fun to color on stream than it is to actually create new content. So we moved on to creating content and we're going to continue that today. We're going to continue this page of our collaborative comic. Hello, Pilfer. Whoa, it's a Perry. Let's go. It's so good to see you. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are doing the little avatar today, the talking avatar, because it's way easier when I have my head down drawing on the book to have an avatar talking to you guys, because then you can actually, like, you're seeing more than the back of my head, basically. When I'm drawing digitally, it's a little bit easier to put my face on screen, because I'm looking up at the screen too, and you can actually see my face. But for this, you know, I just find that the little, the talking avatar, what do we call these PNG tubers? The talking PNG tuber is just, it works out better. So we're gonna roll with that today. That's gonna be representing my face for this stream. And we are going to draw some new stuff. So let me get the pens off of here. We're gonna start with pencil today. And again, as always, if the music is too loud or if you can't have it, or can't hear it, let me know and we will make some adjustments. We will either raise it or lower it depending on what the issue is. Pilfer says, hope everything is going well for you, buddy. Thank you, I appreciate it. I am about to enter my 1 month hiatus, so I have made a public statement on both of my channels, my gaming channel and my art channel, that I am going to start doing scheduled hiatuses in March and September. I'm a little bit nervous to do that because I know that taking a hiatus absolutely tanks your channel. It like does some serious damage to your momentum. But I think it's unhealthy to just work nonstop out of fear of the algorithm putting you in the like discard pile. We need to, well, YouTube needs to work on that. They need to come up with some kind of system, and people have been asking for it for years, for there to be a system for like setting your channel to vacation mode so that your analytics aren't as impacted when you're not posting regularly. Because when you stop posting regularly, YouTube assumes your channel is dead and stops recommending your content because it doesn't want to promote dead channels. The problem with that is people are people. They need to go on holidays, right? So they need to be able to take breaks, rest and recover, some R&R. And with the current system, the way it's set up, it's actually doing a lot of damage to people's momentum. I went on, last year was kind of like a really slow year for me. As you guys know, we were doing some, I was doing my sketchbook series. That was my year for sketchbook, for trying to, you know, get it back into traditional art. And so I did like a travel sketchbook, and that was kind of I was gonna do that for a year, experiment with it. It didn't really pop off. In fact, I wasn't doing videos very frequently, but when I did do them, they weren't getting seen. And I don't know if it was for a lack of interest, which I do think is part of that. There just wasn't really a lot of interest in that topic. But also because it's really hard to get recommended by the algorithm when you've been on holiday or you just appear to have been, I don't know what this is. You know, just I don't know, not active, for lack of a better word. Let's keep it simple. Pilfer says, Perry going on hiatus because they're running for president. Oh gosh, I could not. That sounds extremely stressful. No, I'm going on hiatus. So I picked March and February, a little story time. Let's do a little story time before we start sketching, warming up our sketches. I picked March and September for my hiatus months because March is my birthday is in March, not like all of March, but like my birthday is in March and my husband's birthday is in September. So, and they're also far enough apart on the calendar where it kind of feels like an even split, where it's like, oh, you know, 6 or close to 6 months difference both ways between the 2 months. So it felt like a good way to kind of schedule some time off. That way we can do like special things for each other's birthdays and not feel like my dedication to my social media is getting in the way of our relationship or anything like that. Those are just my personal feelings about it. It's not in any way like I've been accused of doing that. I'm just saying for me personally, that's how I feel and what I want to do to protect, you know, like, and to prioritize my relationship and my family is that I want to make sure that I'm not letting the grind of doing social media take over my life. Hello, good morning, Lunar Garden. Good to see you. What a cute little emoji that you typed into the chat. It is so good to have you back. Morning. Yeah, it's morning for me too. We are, like I was telling Moss earlier, we are going to continue this page today. Like last comic collab stream, we worked on this page and then we did a little bit of this page where we introduced Moss's character, Fish Soap, but we need to finish it. We kind of like filled in what we wanted to get to, but we didn't fill in how we got there. So we're gonna do that today. Pilfer says, I want the grind of social media to keep me from my family. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Hello, Shrimp Burrito. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Right. So I did have a few notes. I went and did my homework. I rewatched the ending, not the whole thing, but like the ending of the last one of these streams. And in it, we did do a poll where we voted on who our winners would be. So if I flip back a page, let's just do a little bit of like previously, you know, like we had picked out our dishes for the lunch round. The book's getting a little dirty. And for this team, Chef Turkey team, it was mac cheese and lasagna. For this team, Fungi Hops a Lot, it was burgers and fries. And for this team, team of the crop, we made pineapple pizza. And I know, this is like the third stream in a row where I haven't finished coloring this page. I will get there. I will eventually do this. I mostly didn't finish coloring it because I didn't want to erase these notes yet on what their dishes were. Because once I color in like the background, obviously I gotta erase this. And I needed those notes. So there was purpose. There was a reason behind me not finishing coloring this, but we'll get there. So back to where we are now with those 3 teams divided. So, and we kind of did a little bit of like little features for each team. We have the team making pineapple pizza up here in this panel. I love this. The breaking out of the panel, how like Chase is kind of like breaking the panel up here. I think that looks so good. Personally, just so satisfying. And then down here we have Lily Bee hiding under the table while her teammates back here are working on their dish. We have our, if you remember, we have our live studio audience who are doing the judging this round. And then we have our royal advisor, the new character, down here having like some commentary with Mock, the MC. Lily Bee is bae, says Pilfer Pop. Yes, and look at that traumatized expression. Man, let's get a close up, shall we? That expression on her face is pure like trauma, and I didn't mean to draw it that way. Like I drew it that way in pencil, and then I remember specifically saying this is a placeholder, I will fix it before I put ink on it. But then I got a little carried away inking and talking, and it became a permanent expression. Philper says it's perfect. That's great. Glad to hear it, because I can't change it without like a ton of whiteout, and even that would make like the page a little chunky and difficult to draw over. But yeah, we're doing this, and we do technically have our winners and our losers determined from the previous poll. So again, burgers and fries won the lunch round, which means the team that wins this round is going to be team of the crop. Pineapple pizza came in second, so that means our team up here, sorry, no, that's team of the crop. It was team Fungi Hops a Lot that won with the burgers and fries. Team of the crop. So Lily's team, let me scooch this down. Lily's B team technically won lunch round. This team came in second, and then Team Chef Turkey, and we're gonna have to draw them in here somehow. They drew the short stick with the mac and cheese lasagna, and they lost. So we're gonna have to figure out what that looks like, what losing with their poor sad lasagna looks like. And then we're gonna have these two say exactly what we're thinking. So this is gonna be a back and forth. As always, this stream is not just me entertaining you, it is a collaboration. So I want your guys' input, I want your feedback. This is us working together to come up with the story. I'll do the drawing, but the story has gotta be a co-effort. I need your help. So, what they're commentating on the lunch round needs to be said here. So whatever we want to put in canon, in words, needs to happen down here in this dialogue. And then we need to show it, you know, show don't tell. So we'll do a little bit of telling down here. We need to do some showing up here. That is our task for today. Hello, some random guy. Welcome to the stream and good to see you. I was just laying out our to-dos, our to-do list, our honey-do list for today's stream. And that is the goal. And I don't know how many minutes, we're like 12 minutes in, and I haven't drawn a single line, but I feel like we've covered a lot of ground kind of quickly. I am drinking my sugar-free energy drink this morning, so I do feel like I have a little bit of like punchiness, a little bit of like energy, and I'm like doing my best to get us through the recap, right? The recap, so that we can move forward with the work today. So I would love to hear your thoughts. How do we want to tackle illustrating the lunch round here? And what is that going to look like? I know that we did technically already establish their pizza team. What we need, they're covered. I mean, you can clearly tell what's going on here. We can't really tell what's going on with Lily's team with the hamburgers and fries. We need to put that here. So somewhere over here, we need hamburgers and fries. We need the lasagna happening. And maybe we can draw a panel of our judges taste testing it, right? Like them passing it out the food. Maybe that should be the last panel. So is what I'm thinking. Tell me what you think. I'm thinking here we're gonna do the burgers and fries. Draw that somehow. Here we can draw our lasagna, our mac and cheese lasagna. So mac, cheese, lasagna in this panel. And then here we're gonna have judges receiving their dishes. So judges getting food. JGF, judges getting food. Someone guesses Lily has seen some dark things. Yes, it is still, we're still getting some screen time with this expression right here, this golden expression. Noah says, whoa, it's some random guy. Things better left unsaid. Are we talking about Lily's trauma? Yeah, let's just skirt right past that. And Moss, I don't know how long you've been here. You were AFK. Someone who I did just show up kind of recently, so no biggie. And hello, he just got here, yeah, so it's all out on the table. Let's talk about, goodness gracious, what we're drawing today. I feel like coloring would be so much easier because I don't really need too much brain power, but we're not doing that. We're gonna commit. We're gonna draw. This is gonna happen. We're gonna draw these. So I wonder if I can scoot this kind of a little bit. I mean, that's not great for you guys. Maybe it'd be better if I scooted my chair instead, so you guys can still see it. It's not crooked, and I'll just move over. So let me figure out how to put me on this side of the book. And of course, let me know if there's any issues with the audio. Man. I think the easiest thing, of course, would be to start with some tables. But maybe, so let's start with a table like, yeah, like on the wide end of this one, of this panel. We'll just do something kind of like this. And then for this panel, we'll kind of do the same thing, but in reverse. So we'll start with our table on this end because this is the wide end of the panel. I made it a little high. Let's bring it down a little bit. It doesn't need to be that high because all the action is gonna happen above the table. This food on the table. I still made the book crooked, my bad. And of course the people standing above the table. So we're gonna want that too. Let me see. I still feel like I'm sitting crooked. There's gotta be a way. Let me spin the mic. Hopefully I'm not getting too far away from the microphone. I think, yeah, we do have these sort of like orange round tables here. Like this is our look, it's our aesthetic for the courtyard. It's what we've established on the previous page. So we're gonna keep it consistent. Sometimes simple shapes are all you need. Just some simple shapes. We don't gotta make it complicated. Gotta keep it nice, simple, legible, you know? I'm assuming the table's gonna go out wider that way, so I'm just gonna kind of put the stem of the table, I don't know, like here, I think should be effective. And of course it's pencil still, so if we decide that it's in the wrong spot or it's too wide or too thin, we can change that. But basically like this part, the stem of the table that Lily's leaning on, it's just what I'm trying to like, you know, locate and lock in here for this. So there we go. Got some tables, got some table stems. Doesn't look like much, but man, that doesn't, I like where the first one is. Maybe for the second one, we'll just bring it over a tiny bit so that it looks more like that. I'm just finagling at this point. The real hard part is what goes on and around the table. The table's the easy part. So this is just getting warmed up, just getting started. Right, so, and I kind of like threw into the text, but it's fine. Burgers and fries, we know that's happening up here. I guess the question really is for the mac cheese and lasagna, is there any way we can do this, and I'm asking for your guys' suggestions, where we are emphasizing how good the burgers are? Like this top panel with the burgers has got to just be like stellar. And then how the lasagna is just kind of sad and it failed somehow, like maybe it came out burnt. Pilfer is currently making dark chocolate ice cream. Oh, that sounds so good. Pilfer is at work. That's what I'm hearing. Pilfer is watching the stream while he's at work, making ice cream and making the rest of us envious. Honestly, I think Pilfer, I kind of want to blame you for the fact that this whole comic has turned into the food-centric thing that it is, because I feel like since like the onset, it's sort of, you've been like, because I stream on your work days and you show up and talk about making ice cream at work, and then we just ended up on like this path, like this food driven, this hunger driven, this cravings driven path that led to all of this that we have now. So in a way, I'm pretty sure Pilfer is somehow responsible. The Pilfer inception, yes. Height means a lot, Soren Guy. I assume you're talking about the heights of the table. McDonald's does not advertise floppy fries and shallow burgers. Oh, you're talking about the food. Yeah, the height of the food. Yeah, maybe if we drew I mean, if these burgers, so let's just say we've got like kind of a plate here. It's gonna look kind of flat because it is. But what if on top of that plate we had like just some really like fluffy buns, like this really fluffy bun. We can even add sesame seeds to the top one to make it really like clear what we're dealing with here. We've got like this really fluffy bun. And then, gosh, it's gotta have like a lettuce. So we'll do like some crunchy lettuce poking out here. A tomato, we'll have to color that in red. Obviously the burger itself, so we're gonna want the patty. So this will be like our patty. A slice of cheese, maybe another patty. This can be a what is it, like a Whopper? Like, is that the one that's like got the two patties? And then the top one. And we've got to add the sesame seeds, of course. Why is the bottom bun so much smaller? We're gonna make that wide to accommodate so that it looks like they're two halves of the same whole. Let's do that. That's the way we draw in pencil first, folks. Pencil first. This is the why. Okay, so now we've got the wider bun. Is this coming out like how I hoped it would? Or does it just look like I'm just drawing a stag? And then, yeah, some little sesame seeds on the bun. We need that. It's gotta have seeds. Right? Like, is that translating? With color, I think this will be way clearer. But then you said the fries have gotta be like really tall, crispy julienne fries. It's gotta be good. Yeah, this is already, to me, I can see it. It's looking, all the joys of digital. I just delete a million times before getting right. Yeah, this is the digital. This is the digital control or edit undo. This right here. The eraser. This is the traditional version of control alt delete. So yeah, that's why we start in pencil. So burger and fries. I don't feel like it'd be weird if I just drew like the McDonald's fry, what would you call that, sleeve? The fry sleeve? I feel like it's such a visual icon. Like if I drew that, we'd all immediately know it was fries, but it would feel kind of out of place here in this setting. I don't know what to draw alternatively though. Like, should I just do it? Should I just do it and put like maybe, I don't know, a seashell or something logo on it? I'm not sure, because like they're in this Beach Kingdom. Some random guy says cell animation is amazing as you need to redraw something much so consistently. It's a little covered up. I can't really make the whole thing. I feel like I don't know. But maybe too, to help sell this, we could also draw like somebody like leaning over, looking at it, and like salivating, you know, like that hunger emoji face, you know, and like add that here. Maybe it could be Lily Bee. Like we could have Lily Bee here. Oh gosh, let's see. Just kind of get in a general face shape, but I also kind of want to turn the face toward it. So here we go. And the ears could be kind of like, whoop, like very kind of springy forward. And we've got Lily Bee's like bang shape here. I do want the face to kind of come around. I don't want it to be flat facing forward. I want it to be facing kind of at this angle toward the burger. So we kind of want that. Pilferup says, typical Lily Bee, no manners. Lily Bee needs that after the event. Oh, yeah, it's comfort food. It's comfort food. This is what, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is happening. I'm sold. We are doing this. So I'm gonna put her little like cheeker puffs here, little wispies of fur. And then we'll do kind of the same thing on this side. Little fur wispies. And then she needs like a nose. A little baby nose. Man, I'm gonna look up real quick. I need to figure out what does the drool, like I need, oh gosh, I need that reference, you know? I'm gonna go to Pinterest because I love Pinterest. And I'm gonna go to facial expressions because I bet you I've pinned somebody making that drooling face. Let me share with you guys what I'm looking at, okay? I'm gonna switch over to display. And we're gonna look for this expression that we want. We're looking for that, like, we want the one where the character looks hungry or salivating, you know? We're looking for the hungry face. I almost thought that was it because it was like close, but I don't see the little like, huh. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like I'm not speaking gibberish. You guys do kind of know like what I mean. Like it's not super unclear what I'm getting at. I swear it's like a common expression that of course I can't find the minute I'm looking for it. Why? Maybe if I put in an like actual specific search, drawing reference, hungry expression. Amos says this experience is relatable. Yeah, especially when you're like trying to show people live, like you're like, oh, come look at this real quick, or watch this, or let me show you this thing, and then like it just doesn't work the way you expected or told them it would. Why? Why is it not? I'm so sure this is such a common, I see it whenever I'm not looking for it. Ugh. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Someone guesses, I think there's an anime, It's Time for Torture Princess, where they have her drooling over food in the title. I can try that. Maybe if I hungry expression drooling. Oh gosh, I'm a little scared sometimes it's gonna come up when I'm just doing a general search on you guys at like live on stream, whenever something pops up. It's like, is that, should I be concerned? Is it gonna come up with anything unsavory? Like, gotta be careful. Hey, come on. Why is this so hard? Drawing reference, expression, drooling, hunger. Drawing expression, maybe get rid of reference. Is this just because I'm streaming right now that I can't find it immediately? Like this feels a little bit uncool, like how this is being way harder than it should be. Man, I'm gonna have to just like make it up with no reference if I don't find this. I think so. I think I'm just gonna make it up. I'm not gonna find the reference. This is not working. There we go. We'll just come back to here. And we'll wing it. That's fine, right? Like, no harm in winging it. Maybe, hopefully. Goodness gracious. All right, well. Try drool emoji. Oh, smart, smart, smart. Okay, yeah. Let me do that. Drool emoji. Brilliant. It came up immediately. Jesus, the stream started at 2 a.m. my time, says Crazy Chimp Collective. Hello and welcome to the stream, Crazy Chimp Collective. Good to see you. Glad you were able to make it. You like just missed me like doom scrolling for an expression I could not find. So we're gonna give Lily B this drooling expression. It's gonna come down kind of like this and then like this. We've got like the drool drop, like woo. I don't know why I made that sound effect, but it's cool. It's cool. This is cool. And then we just need the eyes to be like the like kind of half closed, like dreamy, squinty eyes, like you. It's like they close them because they're thinking so hard about how good this tastes. In case you weren't aware, the Crazy Chimp Collective is Remy Chan's YouTube channel. Yeah, I like vaguely remember that. I wonder if I could, so since we're, I can make this canvas bigger and I feel like I should. So let's do it. Let's bring this in so it's a little bit more visible on screen. That's better, right? I had a feeling you'd know. Yeah. I kind of knew that. Right. So what do you guys think? Did I nail it? Is that the look? Is that that looks so tasty? I can almost taste it. Look. You popped into my stream earlier today when you were playing Pal World. Yeah, I stopped by. I was on the road though. Like I wasn't driving. That would have been super irresponsible. I was riding passenger, but I wasn't on like Wi-Fi. I was on what do you call it? Oh gosh. Cellular. So I was like, I probably shouldn't like watch a full stream on cellular because that's a lot of data. So I just popped in for a few minutes, but then yeah, I had to go. Try stream driving. Oh no. I'm not gonna recommend anything reckless. I think that's a terrible idea. Definitely, folks, try to be responsible. We only get one life that we know of, and it would be really, really unfortunate to waste it on a dangerous mistake like that. Okay, so let's see. And then she has. So we got the hair tuft. We did not get like the next neck tuft. So let's kind of meet the little bow tie neck tuft here, and just all the little fuzzies that kind of meet here in the middle for Lily B. And then we'll I don't know. I'm not the best at the anthropomorphic stuff, so I'm trying. And she's got the pattern, right? That goes like this. And then the ears are gonna have like, yeah, like that. And then I think we should just bring sort of the arms forward. Like she's sort of leaning into it, like that Bugs Bunny look, like just rolling the whole body toward the food, Bugs Bunny style. Crazy Chimp Collective says, you nailed the expression, I think. Okay, good. That's great to hear. You're not late, King R. James. Welcome to the stream. Hello, good to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. We are working on finishing this page. So we got through this one last time, and then we did a little bit at the bottom of this one. We sort of like knew where we wanted to go with it, so we drew that down here. But we're now like filling in the in-between. So we're doing that. We had at the top of this page the team making pineapple pizza, fully, illustrated. We know kind of what they're working with here. We've got flour, we've got dough, we've got cheese, we've got pineapple. The clues are there, right? And then here we're having the team making the burgers and the fries. We kind of saw Lily B down here hiding under the table while they did the work, and now she's up here salivating over the results. And then we're gonna do in this panel here on this other table, Team Chef Turkey doing the mac and cheese lasagna. But this one, as good as this looks, we're doing the opposite with this. It needs to look like it failed somehow, like it got burnt coming out of the oven, something. Because the votes last time, if you recall, you all chose for our winner to be the burgers and fries and for our loser to be the lasagna. So that's what we're doing. We're taking those results and we're turning them into pictures. And then lastly, we gotta create some commentary down here discussing this between these characters so that it's really canon. Thems are the tasks for today. And of course, we have this new character that was given to us last stream by Moss. This is Fish Soap, if you all remember. It is a lava fire elemental. And the role that we've decided to give Fish Soap in this universe is to be the royal advisor. Not just the king's advisor, but you know, the royal advisor. So the royal advisor is kind of like being interviewed by our MC, and they're gonna give some commentary on the lunch round down here. How is everyone today? Asks Kim R. James. Let us know in the chat how you all are doing. And Crazy James Collective said, you missed the highlights of the stream, but I liked it enough to clip it and add some helpful text subtitles. And we can watch those in the your video section when you get the chance. Okay, so if anybody is playing Palworld and likes Palworld, I know I do, Crazy James Collective is talking about the Your Videos channel in the Discord server. So go to the description if you're interested and check out our Discord. We've got gaming videos in there, we've got art videos in there, of course. We've got general chat, we've got just a lot of things going on, general interest, so to speak. And it's so fun, right, Pilfer Pop? It's so fun. I actually just did 3 Palworld shorts myself and dropped those yesterday, and they are, of course, also linked in the Discord if you want to check them out. They're in the announcement section, so you just gotta scroll up a little bit. My best one was the first one, so if you're clicking on the bottom one, the third one, it's probably not my best one. Don't judge me by that, please. Please. Check out the first one at least, before you pass judgment. Alright, so as Summer Guy says, I think everyone does. Yeah, Palworld is super addictive. It's a great game. It's really fun. And then Pilfer says, Lovander, he. I don't know what you're referencing there. King of Dreams, I haven't really seen it, to be honest. Oh, links are in the Discord. That's my, what do you call it? Promo. That's my promo to check out the videos in the Discord. And Crazy Chimp Collective should do a collab with Perry at some time. Yeah, we could try jumping on a server. I think the only problem is that every time you join a new server, you start a new game. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but I think it is. I think you roll a new character and start completely from scratch all over again. You can meet all your ridiculous friends, he said. All right, so back to drawing, because I don't want to leave my screen too static for too long, even though this is a really fun conversation. And I am happy to talk about Palworld. We can totally keep doing that if that's something you guys are interested in talking about. Don't let me stop ya. It sounds like fun. I like the game a lot. I don't mind continuing the conversations. By all means, please do. We do need some fries. I do think I'm just gonna do like a typical fry shape sleeve, and we'll just be creative with our logo on this fry shape sleeve. And make it look like something that would come from the Seaside Kingdom that they're currently competing in. So yeah, we'll put something here, you know. But first and foremost, we need these nice, tall, crispy fries coming in here like this. And I'm just gonna draw like these kind of rectangular shapes and just do like that. Keep going until we have ourselves sort of like a layer of them, like a stack, you know? Oop, not facing that direction. Actually, that's not so bad if it's bending. We get a little bit of a bend to it. And then I think I want to do like one poking out the side there. What do you guys think? Burgers and fries, do they look tasty? Are these appetizing? Where do we stand on that? Have I managed the goal in this situation here for this top panel? They are like French fries, but I'm not sure where you're going with that one. I don't know how to say that. Corn flavored French fries. I don't think I've tried anything like that, but I would be interested. I do really like corn, to be honest. Legally safe McDonald's knockoff mythology. That sounds fun. And then more viewers. Do we have more viewers? Hello and welcome to the stream. I do see 9 concurrent viewers. I'm not 100% sure, honestly, what all the like analytical stat lingo and jazz means inside the YouTube studio, but we're gonna work with what we got, and I'm gonna do the best that I can to keep you guys entertained and also to feel like you are involved, because I do want to keep you all involved as well. I want this to 100% be a collaborative thing, a community thing, not just a me thing. So we do this together. That's the whole point. The whole point. All right, should we add some inks? Because I feel like we could. Why don't we try? I haven't done the brush pen in a while, and I kind of want to again. There's some risk involved with the brush pen instead of like the fixed nib, because yeah, there's a lot of variation, and I'm not super skilled or experienced in controlling it. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this again. Why not? Oh, congrats, you got 10, says Crazy Chimp Collective. Fabulous, welcome to the stream. And you usually get 3, you say. Actually, you're lying 5 times. Well, that's good too. Maybe wait until you finalize everything. Oh, for the inks? We can do that. We can stand down the inks, and we'll continue with the pencils. We do need to get this lasagna going though. You got an ad and it's unstoppable. The ads are gonna rotate in. I went into the parameters and they give you the option to like hit everybody with an ad all at once, or to set them to kind of like randomize. I selected randomize because I don't want to be like, I don't want dead air to be telling you like something maybe super key at the moment that every single one of you is seeing an ad, because that would be just frustrating. So I did try the rotation version. I hope that works out for everyone's benefit. I hope you don't mind. You don't see any ads, says Crazy Chip Collective. Is it because you have membership? I think we might have just hit the end of the music scroll. Let me see. Are we at the bottom? We are not. We're like halfway through, so it's fine. Okay, no ads, because I have no script to ad blockers and you use Mozilla. Cool. I have membership actually, so I don't see ads either, but I don't see ads because I have YouTube membership. My husband actually bought a family deal or something, and so we're both on the same one. He bought one on his account and then added me to it, so I benefit. I get to just watch YouTube ad free, which is kind of nice, not gonna lie. Yeah, that one, King R. James YouTube Premium. Yeah, I have that. So it's honestly super convenient. I like it a lot. I don't know how much it costs, because again, like I said, I'm not the one paying for it, but it is really nice. Like to just be ad free is kind of nice. Man, I think I'm gonna Google lasagna real quick. I just need a reference for this to draw this. All right, so images of of how to draw lasagna. This will be interesting. Man. Well, okay. Crazy Chips has you have YouTube membership without having to pay for the YouTube membership, and spite is your fuel. As long as you're not letting any kind of negative emotions about that like stress you out or give you anxiety or cause you, I guess, stress is so bad, like for your mental health, it's so bad for your physical health as well. Like you can really make yourself tired from being stressed all the time. If you've got something in your life that is just like constantly stressing you and you're not cutting it out of your life or addressing it in a way where you can like negate the stress or I don't know. The point is basically that it can give you like heart problems, it can give you sleep problems, it can give you like stress is bad on like, and it's like honestly it's so terrible. I used to be so proud of how good I am at handling stress. Like I would be under such awful stressful situations and I would be like proud of myself for handling it so well. And then I realized like later in life that honestly it wasn't worth it. Like it wasn't worth it powering through and taking all of that on and feeling that way for so long and causing myself I mean like all kinds of bad things can happen health-wise I don't want to bring down the mood, but like you could have like hair loss from stress. You can go gray early, like literally go gray early from stress. I got a gray streak of hair in my bangs. I'm not even kidding you. I dye it. That's why you don't see it. I have a gray streak of hair in my bangs, like Rogue from X-Men, and I got it when I was 19 years old in the military. Just because I was so freaking stressed out all the time. I was like a intelligence analyst in the military and life was just the perfect storm. And I ended up being like super stressed for a lot of different reasons all at the same time. And it just so happened that I had gray hair at 19 years old and that sucks because neither of my parents had it and it didn't make sense. So stress is powerful. That's my point. Be careful with stress. Some random guy. Okay, so Google lasagna. It doesn't have doodles in it. Sorry, I almost coughed there. And Crazy Chimp Collects says, "Oh yeah, I get you. Spite being your fuel is more or less a joke, but you know how dangerous stress is. That's good. Good. Yeah, definitely don't get caught up in that. It's honestly not worth it to give your energy to things that are stressing you out or giving you anxiety." And Crazy Chimp Collector said, "I saw a good psychologist about it years ago for panic attacks." That's good that you're getting treatment for it. I mean, not the panic attacks, but the treatment. And then I'm seeing some dates in the chat. Old 2020 is 4 years ago. We're all old. Yeah, it feels that way. Man, where did time go? Because that definitely, I drew up like a plate here and this is as far as I've gotten from my lasagna. It definitely kind of, like, it just felt like a pandemic. And then boom, we're here, 2024. Like, what happened to the 4 years in between and why? Like, why did it go by so fast? So lasagna looks like it's got like a squiggly kind of layered pattern. So basically I think what we can do here is kind of give ourselves this kind of like squiggle, but I want it sort of almost drooping. Like I want it to be droopy. This is supposed to be a sad lasagna. So I'm gonna have it droop off the edges of the plate, okay? Are you guys able to see this? It'll be way clearer with ink. That's why I try to like go to ink as soon as possible because I know that the pencil marks are not showing up the best on screen. And then you have like this filling. So we're gonna add like another layer of the, I think that this part, yeah, is the dough. It's like it's the dough stuff, the dough part. And then like everything in between is just kind of like in here. And then we'll do another one, another layer. But again, I just want it to be kind of droopy and sad. Like the lasagna is just kind of like, it's just sort of falling apart. It's a sad lasagna. And then we're just gonna have, what's on top usually? Some like cheese and some sprigs it looks like. So maybe we'll just add like a sprig, but we'll have it like be like really crunchy and like wafer thin like that. Like it's not like a full fluffy spriggy leaf. It's just kind of sad and droopy too. So our sad droopy leaf, and then we can have like, I don't know, the cheese kind of like just falling off. And then like those like heat, you know, like signs like that. Does that look like sad droopy lasagna? Are we good? Are we there? did we nail this? And then we can also like sort of signal to the reactions of some of our characters here with some sad faces, some disappointed faces. You already got the stink lines. Yes, that's what they are, the stinky lines. Yeah, there we go. Listen, my dude, we need to cook this lasagna into topsoil. It basically, yeah, that was the goal, to make it look like that. It reminds you of heart hair on your self-insert. Heart hair, I don't know what that is, like, then you have skulls and stink lines. Yes, we got that part. Oh, little skulls, that'd be funny. I think like we can do it with the expressions, kind of like how we did with Lily Be Up Here. We can put some faces in here to really nail down how we feel about this stinky lasagna. But the question is, whose faces? Which characters' faces are we going to do this with? So we know that this team is this team here. And it would be nice to start with some player characters. It would be kind of hard. I guess I could do with the eyes. The eyes alone would be enough to do expressions. So we'll do one of these. And then for our other character, maybe the turkey or Chef Turkey, but I definitely want to use a player character. So we'll use one of these guys and then this guy. That's my thoughts. So let's flip back. Maybe the girl in the blue shirt. The one that I pointed to, this person. These are both boys. Actually, I think this whole team is male. So if you're seeing a girl in a blue shirt, it's from another team. The one with hair. What? I'm gonna let you figure out what's going on there, because I think maybe there's like some autocorrect happening or something. There's no Mewtwo. What is happening here? We don't have a Mewtwo. So this is the whole team. We've got like the dinosaur, the cowboy, the father-son duo, the sleeper, the like narcoleptic, and then the turkey. Like those are our options for this table. The blonde hair is from a different team. She is... Oh, the reason why they're shown up here together is because these were the new characters we added that day. So this grouping was all brand new characters, and then we divided them onto teams down here. So each group of these got put on a different... She got put on this team, she got put on this team, and these two got added to this team. So that's what that is. I understand the confusion now. Yeah, this block up here is not a team. These were just all the new players that round. So I'm thinking our first guy, who I'm just gonna add kind of a circle here, an oval, if you will, on this side of the stinky lasagna. And he's got like the spikes, right? So let's make sure we get the spikes coming off the side, and then we're gonna get the face. Actually, I'm picking out my line here. Like, we're gonna divide the face kind of like there. And we're gonna... I know that these guys are wearing this hoodie look, so we're gonna bring the hoodie like this. Okay, so oh gosh, I didn't realize that was kind of off screen. So there we go. Better. All right, and give him the grimace face shadow, and use the cowboys as crazy. And you thought it was hair? Oh, okay. These like spikes. Oh, blue hair. I see now what you're saying. So I think for the way so they just have these eyes that look like this, right? But instead of drawing them like this, because we need this to be a real sad expression, we're gonna kind of like make them look half closed and kind of sad. So we're gonna give them like this kind of sad downward tilt, like this. And then maybe like one of those little sweat drop things, you know? Like, I could do better. We can do a better sweat drop than that, I think. they need to kind of come up to a point. There we go. So here we have like the little sweat drop. Our guy here looking, I think, adequately disappointed with the lasagna. So that's how we're gonna emote with the guy that just has eyes on his face. He has no other facial features. I don't know what a grim face shadow is. Can you give me an example? Like a popular character that has it or something like that? Or is it something that happens, like a specific kind of expression? Is that what you mean? And then the other one, I think we could do the cowboy, we could do the turkey. I heard cowboy. I say heard, but you know what I mean. I saw mention of the cowboy, so we can add the cowboy on this side. So let's just kind of like set ourselves up with another general face shape over here. Getting these close-ups. It's time for their close-up. Although it is awful. You feel like someone should be a little too prideful of their, somebody should be proud of it. The one guy that dragged the whole team down with them because he was like, I swear I can do it. I can make the best lasagna. And he's like, see, aren't you so glad you trusted me to make this lasagna? Oh no, but how do I see his cowboy hat like this? I mean, it would kind of come up like this. I don't know. Crap. The cowboy hat's not going to be really visible. I'm going to peek back here. How did I do it before? So the face kind of rounds up and the hat just sort of... So we got an ear here. Face like that. The hat just kind of curves up. And then the other side comes around below the ear. Like that. So we've got the ear here. Boy's head just kind of disappears into the hat, like that. And what's he wearing? A blue long sleeve shirt? Correcto. And it's like a V-neck. And I want the shoulders to really droop, like really? Like this is what we did? Really droopy shoulders, like he's just not... This is not the one who is pleased with his work. Maybe it's the one that's always sleeping, who thought like he had something. It was probably the sleeper's fault that their dish got burned. He probably was in charge, and then he fell asleep, and it got burnt, and that's the story. This fella, we're pinning it all on him. He's the culprit. And then here, so now that we've got this, we just need another disappointed facial expression. We need also a shoulder for this side. Okay. So they're like, again, I'm assuming they're kind of like crouching down, bringing their faces down to the table here because otherwise they'd be much taller than this. But yeah, so we've got ourselves, I don't know if I gave him, he's a nose, you can't see it there, but he's got a nose here. It wasn't there, but I think I just didn't need it for the expression. And we saw him before here, but again, the hat's covering his face. So we're just gonna roll with this. We're just gonna make an expression. He's just writing a post on Twitter, very debased. He cooked too hard. Yeah, that's the story and we're sticking to it. He just cooked too hard. Alright, so we're gonna have this guy is just gonna be like, you know, like, what happened? Like that. It's just gonna be like, the heck is that? And are we really serving this? And give him a little bit more chin because the face just kind of ran right into the mouth just sort of ran right into the face, or the neck. There we go. All right, so I think we have ourselves the first two of these panels super solid, looking good. This one's might be a little bit harder because I gotta figure out how to get food to these guys in one shot. it's one of those things where it's like, it's really an active thing, and we just got to pick one snapshot to capture what that's supposed to look like, this action of handing out food. Now available in the Pringles tube, says Summerum Kai. The favorite flavor of lasagna, Grandpa's ashes. Oh, it got so dark. You guys make it so dark sometimes. You think you can watch it? Oh yeah, sure. Falls asleep and lets it cremate. Yeah, that sounds like that's exactly what happened. So, and maybe that's something they could be discussing down here. And oh, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at in this bottom panel about how Team Chef Turkey maybe shouldn't have trusted the sleeper with watching the timer. All right, well, and back, you were just grabbing some snacks. This Crazy True Collective snacks sound good. I will not be having any though for at least another hour. That's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. I am gonna ink these though. It bothers me a little bit that the pencil marks are so hard to see on screen. So let's do it. We're gonna ink these while I brainstorm kind of what to draw there. But I also, of course, always welcome your recommendations. We are using the brush pen again. I haven't used this since like the first day that we did this comic. I kind of like immediately switched back over to using sort of a more standard nib, and I might do it again because this is already coming out so unpredictably. Like, it's so thick already. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have so little control over how this looks. Alright, I'm gonna do the other table, and then I think for sure we're gonna switch pens because this is a bit intense for me, I think. Using this brush pen is looking a little intense. I might need a little more practice before I know how to control this. But I know it's capable of making some beautiful variable line art. I just need to know how to use it, which I maybe don't. So put that aside, pulling out my trusty Papermate felt tip kind of pin, but it's like, it's not flexible like that last one was. It's very like a fixed looking thing, you know? And let's go right in with Lily Bee, because this expression is killing me in a good way, and I love it. And I just want to see it in ink. Let's do this, and then we'll get back to the rest of it. Also, do you guys feel like I've redeemed myself here with this Lily Bee compared to like Trauma Lily Bee over here? Am I making a comeback? Have I redeemed myself? That is the question. Gonna just draw that line there. And these. I do feel like drawing Lily Bee has, in a way, like really helped me with drawing animals, because it's just not something I practice very much outside of doing this, or when I'm drawing other people's characters, like when I'm doing like redraws. Then I'll draw more a variety of like creature types. But I in my own like characters, I tend to stick to predominantly humanoids. So I don't really get a lot of practice with this, and I feel like I certainly have by doing this. Like, let's go back and compare our first Lily Bee in this comic to where we are now, because I feel like I'm expecting we're gonna see a lot of improvement. So like Lily Bee number 1 in this comic was right here. This was the first time I drew her. Granted, very awkward pose to have to draw her in for the very first time, but I think it's still cute. But like, we're not seeing the cheeker tufts here. We're not seeing too much of the color variation in her I mean, I guess it's just the ankle too, is kind of concealing that a little bit. So let's look at the second Lily Bee. Let's take another stab at this. Lily Bee number 2, right here. Still, I mean, it's bunny language, but is it really Lily Bee bunny language? Lily Bee shape language. Here's where I think I first characterized her using all the like, is nomenclature the word I'm looking for? All the nomenclatures that Pilferpup has used in her design. And it's very stiff, I think. I think it's very, very stiff. All the right details are there, but it's extremely stiff. Hopefully the new one looks much better. So here's the next one. Look at that face. I think I do have fun using her for the expressions, for all these different expressions, but that to here, like how stiff those earlier drawings were, and then this, I feel even just having sketched this 20 minutes ago on stream, I think it's softer. It doesn't look as stiff. She is disappointed. She was in that panel. Also, she's cute, so it's fine. Somewhere along the line, Lily saw something. Should have started out drawing a red cat, green dog, and kangaroo as your first major OC, says Crazy Tim Collective. Nope, unfortunately, honestly, my OCs have just, I think, always been humans. I think they've all, with exception to, I do have a handful that aren't humans. And all the ones I have that are not human are on my art fight profile because I know not everybody is comfortable drawing humans. So when I do art fight, I want to make sure I give enough options to people so that they can find something in there that they're comfortable with. So any non-humanoid characters I do have, they're already listed on my art fight profile. I do really like this just kind of like melting into the table like pose. It just seems very Bugs Bunny to me. It looks really fun. So we're gonna draw the sesame seeds first. Because I don't want to draw the bun line through them when we draw the bun line. Alright. We haven't discussed really at all the final chapter of this contest and really the finale of this comic collaboration. And that is coming up. That's like the dinner round, right? And we now know who our two finalists are, the two team finalists. It is gonna be this team, Team of the Crop team, and this team, Team Hop, did I say it backwards? No, I didn't. Team of the Crop and Fungi Hopsalot teams. These two teams, let's make this a little bit clearer. These two teams are going to the finals. They're going to the dinner round. And next stream, we are illustrating that. There's no getting around it. So this is really, we're looking at these two teams. These are your characters in this original character tournament, which is basically what it is, minus the, like, they're not doing hand-to-hand combat. It's not a battle royale. It is a cook-off, but it is nonetheless an original character tournament. And your characters here have made it this far. So if these are your characters, or if these are your characters, they're going to the finals. And we are going to draw them next stream in the dinner round, the finale. Our honorable mentions who got disqualified in the breakfast round were the Bakery Bandits. They got DQ'd round 1. And here, the lunch round disqualifiers are right here, and that's Team Chef Turkey. So they're not going to make it to the finals. But it has been a really fun evolution. And I am excited to draw the finale of this because I do think it's kind of sad when projects are incomplete, and I don't want this to become an incomplete project. I do for sure want to get us all the way to the end. And part of doing that is having, I guess, a pretty solid goal in mind, and we've got one. So we're set up for success here, people. We just got to follow through. And that's what we're gonna do. So those are the plans. The Crazy Chimp Collective says, my OCs have all been humans. I think this is what the kids call being basic. Yeah, it's okay. I'll claim it. But hear me out. To my credit, even though I haven't made a ton of alternative characters, I still draw them. I just draw other people's characters. I definitely believe in flexing your artistic muscles in all directions, and trying to like draw things that you're unfamiliar with and draw things that you're not like, that are not your comfort zone, because that's how you expand your comfort zone, by getting used to trying other things. So even if I don't create a lot of alternative OCs, I still draw them. I just draw them for other people. And I think, arguably, if you look at like my videos where I'm drawing your guys' OCs, like I did one kind of recently when I hit 1,500 subscribers. I did a subscriber OC redraws, and many of them weren't human, and I still drew them, and I think the non-human ones were just as good as the human redraws, my personal opinion, and I would hope that you guys would feel the same way. Candy Lamity will make her comeback, says Crazy Chimp Collective. She is a really fun character. There's no denying that. She's a really fun character to draw. And we still have Candy with a K, the kangaroo candy, somewhere around here. I'm not going to keep flipping pages because I do want to get this line art done. But it is how artist grows, is what Crazy Chimp Collective says, and I agree. That is how you grow as an artist. You got to be willing to go outside your comfort zone and try to draw something new. Like, for instance, backgrounds. Backgrounds right now are outside of my comfort zone, but I'm constantly pushing myself to add them when and where I can, because I want to get better at them. I want them to become less difficult. And the only way you get there, to that place where they're less difficult, is by practicing them, by getting used to them. It's just something that we're not used to. And sometimes it's not that you're not good at it, it's just that you're not used to it. And that's why it's important to let yourself draw stuff that's outside your comfort zone, because that's how you get it into your comfort zone. You practice. And I'm doing that with my webtoon. I'm working on doing more and more challenging backgrounds kind of every chapter, with a couple of small exceptions where either it's just not called for, or I'm with comics and with webtoons, sometimes you do make compromises because you have more than one priority. The priority isn't just the drawing. Sometimes the priority is story. Sometimes the priority is scheduling. There's a lot of things you have to balance when making a comic. So backgrounds aren't always the priority. Sometimes drawing is not my priority when it comes to an update for my webtoon, and that's why I don't always push myself on the backgrounds or the drawings. But I have been lately, and hopefully you guys who read it have noticed, at least in some small way. I'm hoping it's become a little bit obvious that my backgrounds are becoming more complicated and hopefully more interesting, because I'm putting more into them. Goodness, what have I missed? I hope I'm not missing your guys' comments. You keep getting ads, King James. You shouldn't be getting that many. I think it should just be one. One in like it doesn't know what the middle of the stream is yet because it doesn't know when I'm gonna quit. I believe there should only be one at a 30-minute mark, and I've been streaming for a little over an hour, so you might hit another 30-minute mark. I'll look and check, and I'll let you guys know, because I don't really remember what the deal was with those, but I can definitely look it up and find out for you guys and let you know, like in the Discord or something. We can talk about it later. Let's add the stinky lines for our stinky lasagna. Let's make this officially a part of the page by putting it down in ink and making it a little more permanent. Is it just me, or is this song a little sad? Let's skip it. I'm gonna skip the sad song. Oh, you trusted YouTube to play only one ad every 30 minutes. Ha 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 ha, you fools. I don't make the rules. I read them. I read them. That's what it said. That's what I thought it was gonna do. If it is playing ads more than every 30 minutes though, do let me know, and if it's a real problem, I can just try to disable them. I would prefer not to if it's not a huge hassle for everyone, because that's how I'm supposed to make money on YouTube, is through AdSense. It is negligible. It's not a lot. It's like super not a lot. I make like full disclosure, I've been monetized for almost 2 years, certainly more than 1 year. And I can definitely say that I make $200 a year. $200 a year at my current pace with AdSense. So it's not a lot of money, but I have it set up so that when I do make it, because at every $100, they deposit it into your account. Like they hold it until you hit like the 100 threshold, and then they deposit in your account. So like twice a year, $100 goes into my savings account, because that's what I have it set up for. So yeah, it's not a lot, and I do keep my settings really low for AdSense. I don't like maximize them. I put it at what I think is going to be the least invasive option. I don't want to bombard you guys with ads. I know that I'm not personally that entertaining where I could afford to chase away viewers with annoying ads. So I'm doing what I can to keep it low. I hope that that's okay. All right, so let's add the sweat drop on our guy here, and then like the sad eyes. It's kind of like emoting a pumpkin, like a carved pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern, because it's just these carved out kind of eyes, but you emote them by making them look partially closed, or like the brows are like drooping sadly over them or something. Oh, I forgot the rest of the burger and fries. Gosh, I must have really been caught up in whatever I was saying. I'd recommend doing what S Comic Maker does. Says Crazy Gym Collective just set up a Patreon. I might eventually, but I'm honestly still too small for Patreon. With Patreon, you have to be able to deliver additional content because you have to create value for your Patreon subscribers. And that one, it requires way more work. And two, you want to justify that increase in time you're spending working on additional products for your Patreons by having a substantial number of them. And I don't even have a substantial number of subscribers now. I will have a way smaller number of Patreons than I have subscribers, which means I'd be doing a ton of extra work to supplement their like patronage, things that they can't get for free on YouTube. I have to create for Patreon, and that might be for like 1 or 2 people, and that kind of quality content could take weeks to make. So I don't know that I'm ready to sign up for that kind of additional commitment when I understand that the chances of me attracting Patreons is so small. I'm still struggling to master my craft as a YouTuber to attract subscribers, and subscriptions are free. You don't have to pay for them. So if I can't convince people to watch my channel for free, why would they pay for a Patreon, right? Not saying that my channel doesn't have value or that it's not interesting. I don't want to chase away anybody who like clicks on this video and then immediately leaves because I'm saying it's garbage. My channel is not garbage. It's just small. It's just a small channel still. And so I'm working on it. And I'm also doing my research, and I'm still trying to improve and get better and to figure out what it is that I could be doing better so that I'm giving you guys better content. And that's always going to be a goal. Even if I do, I don't know, have a viral video for whatever reason and a bunch of people join, I'm still going to be doing that research and still trying to get better, So it's always going to be a part of the process. Okay. I think we might be ready for the eraser. King R. James says, yeah, that's true. If you think your channel is bad, just remember there's me. Oh, no. We're not going to do that. We're not going to put people down to pick other people up, and certainly not put yourself down to try and make me feel better. I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine. I don't need to. And also, I don't feel good about putting other people down to make myself feel better. That's never worked for me. It was never like that kid, like it never made me feel better. It always just made me feel terrible. So no, I'd rather raise everybody up together and definitely not put anybody down, especially not for my sake. Please don't. You need to live stream someday, but you've not done it in ages. When you're ready, you know, it takes energy to be on. Like I'm having a conversation with you guys live, but it's a little bit in a way one-sided. Like I have to read your comments to make sure that your side of the conversation makes it into the video, right? So you kind of have to be the voice for both sides of the conversation, and that can take energy. That can take a lot of energy. So especially if you're an introvert, and I'm an introvert, so that's why I usually stream for 2 hours and not like longer. I know a lot of content creators will stream for several hours, some for like a full day. They'll do like an 8-hour stream regularly, not even as like a special event, just on the regular. They log in, they turn on stream, and they just go. And honestly, that's gotta be some extrovert energy or something, because I don't have it in me. So yeah, if you have the energy and you feel like streaming, go for it. Don't let anybody hold you back. But don't feel like you have to either. There's no, you know, it's not gonna be the end of the world if you don't. If you don't feel like it, don't force yourself. And if you do want to do it, do it. Don't let anybody tell you no. I've had people in my comment section on both of my channels, my gaming channel and this channel, tell me, you know, you're not ready. Stop making videos until you're good. And it's like, okay, well, thank you for your bad advice, but I'm not going to follow it. You don't get good at something by not doing it. You get good at something by doing it, figuring out what you didn't do good, or what part of it was struggling and what part of it you're good at, and lean into the good and fix the struggle. Like all of that learning happens by doing something, not by being told to like hide your face from the internet until you've mastered how to be a good YouTuber. Like that, you don't learn that, you know, without trying, without practicing. And so that's all bad advice. And people have given me that advice. If they're giving you that advice, you're in good company, right? Like you and I are getting the same advice. Ignore those people. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, let my 1.6 thousand videos, most of them are pretty good, and I keep getting better. Yeah, it's all through exposure, practice, and being able to look at what you're doing, analyze what you're doing for the good and the bad. You gotta look for the good and the bad, and then work on it. Work on both of those things. The good, you can lean into. If you're good at something, really good at a specific something that people like, lean into it more. Make that happen more in your videos, because that's what works for you. And then if there's something you're struggling with, figure out how you can improve it. So it's not just about hitting record and doing the same thing over and over again, of course. There's gotta be some work put into it. But if you do the work, you're gonna get better. And that's just how it works. And honestly, nobody's a prodigy. Nobody turns on the camera for the very first time, records something, and it's bam, it's so good. Like, first of all, editing is a whole other skill. We all know that. There's just a lot to it, and it all comes with like practice. There's no like prodigy video maker who their first video is just like, it's gonna be, man, Mr. Beast quality, or like PewDiePie's quality now. And I say that now because when they first started, the quality of video they first made, even they weren't prodigies. Their very first videos weren't that good, and they'll tell you that if you watch them talk about their journeys. Even their first videos weren't prodigies. So yeah, it's not, and if anybody's channel pops up and their first video is remarkable, it's not their first video. It's just their first video on that channel. So don't let yourself get discouraged by anything like that. Where are we? Oh gosh, so it's almost like talent is something that is not prodigal, but based on personal growth and experience. Yeah, it's almost like that, huh? All right, we have one panel left to draw, a little speech bubble to add. And honestly, this page is done, and then I just gotta go back to my workshop like Santa Claus and color it at some point. Something AR artists continue to fail to grasp, says Crazy Trim Collective. All right, I'm not sure where we are in music, but it's quiet. It's at the bottom. Okay, so we did hit the bottom of the playlist. I'm gonna restart it. And there we go. And we're actually we're doing good on time, right? We're doing good on time. We can do a little bit more. I'm gonna take a drink of my drink real quick. Unfortunately, no on the song suggestion because, goodness, what was I gonna say? Because it's gotta be royalty free. And the only way that I trust that it's royalty free is if I get it directly from the audio library on YouTube, because I've tried and trusted the royalty free playlist that people put online, and I've had my videos claimed multiple times for those because they'll say it's royalty free, you play it in the background of your video, and then you immediately get a YouTube claim. Thankfully not a strike. I haven't been struck yet for that, but I definitely stopped using them because someone guys says barn dance. I think it's in this playlist somewhere, so you know, just keep your ears open because you're gonna hear it when it comes up. It's all some random guy wants is the barn dance. All right, goodness gracious, can we do this last panel? And also, hang on, this dude's ear is just like, there we go, boom, here, and like, I think our friend here in the cowboy hat doesn't have hair. I think he's bald because we don't even have like, you know, we don't even have the hairline, the sideburns and the hairline, and he's never had it in any of these other ones, so we're not gonna add it now. Consistency on model, you know? We're gonna keep it the way it is. All right, let's finish this up. We have ourselves this last, probably toughest panel yet to draw. And I think basically we just need these folks in here holding these dishes. That sounds so complicated. Should have drew that first when I had the most energy. But this is fine. We're doing all right. It's okay. So I think what we might do is I'm going to start with just some placeholders, all right? We're going to start with a head here, and a head here. And we're kind of getting cut off a little bit by this slant, but I think that's okay. And then we need like hands holding something. So let's start with something kind of like this. And then like the thumbs obviously gotta come out. We only have 3 fingers here with a pinky. So I need to add one more finger. And then the thumb, like that. And then if we do the exact same thing the opposite side, we're drawing a hand here and I don't think it's super clear. So I'm gonna once again stretch this and see if we can hopefully get a decent view of it on the screen. Who's the cutie patootie demon girl on the opposite page beside the elf? This is Rose, and this character belongs to, my brain is failing me right now. This character belongs to King R. James. That's who that is. So that's Rose by King R. James. And this is Nana, and this character belongs to, oh man, I'm really checking myself as far as what can I remember. I believe it's Lunar Garden. This character belongs to Lunar Garden. So that's who we're drawing here now. So we're drawing Lunar Garden's character right now, and we're drawing King R. James characters, both of them actually. Both of these characters are King R. James characters and Lunar Garden's character. And we're gonna get them in here holding the 3 dishes. And Chris says, oh no, Demon Girl, you're meeting all of my standards. Hey. Oh man, okay, so I'm just gonna try to like recreate this same hand pose over here. Yeah, like that. And then just, again, the thumb sticking out. So this way, this person's holding up whatever dish they're trying. I feel bad for whichever one of them is getting the stinky lasagna. Honestly. Minus Pizza Demon says some random guy. Yes. So there are 2 demon girls. There were 3. The third one was Candy Lamity. But she got DQ'd in the first round, so now we're down to 2. Alright. Let's see. I feel like let's give this person the burger. Just because I feel like that's just gonna be easy for me to draw right now. So I'm gonna do that first. So we're gonna do our like Whopper here. A red tomato underneath, the lettuce, and the bottom bun. Boom. Burger in the first one's hands. Okay, so this is our guy, Red. So it's Rose is the demon girl, and then Red is her companion. So we're gonna put that hat on here for Red. The like, you know, the cockeyed hat. And then we're gonna put the face in here. The rest of the ear. And we can just give our shoulders like this. Bring our shoulders, yeah, in, because the arms are tucked in as well. I was emoting like you could see me on camera, but you couldn't, so you get the idea, right? It's all here. So we have Red here holding the burger. We're gonna have the lasagna and the pizza. Some random guy says, I didn't know yours was a demon to chimp, and Crazy Chimp Collective said, I mean, that shows how little you know about. If you look in the Discord, Crazy Chimp Collective, also Remy Chan, also known as Remy Chan, or known as Remy Chan specifically in the Discord, has one of her reoccurring characters that shows up a lot is a demon girl who wears like a shirt that says Boba Tea Rista. No. Her shirt says something about boba. Is it just boba? It's got boba in it. That's all I know. That's all I can remember right now. My brain is starting to melt. All right. Let's again get ourselves in here with some hands holding up her dish. And then again, a thumb. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna use what I've already figured out, and what's working is I'm just gonna have the same hand pose all the way across. They're each gonna be holding up their dish, ready to test it. Hers is the stinky lasagna. So we're gonna give her, let's put a plate under here, and then create a couple of these kind of melty, sad layers that are just kind of falling apart here with our stinky lasagna. And then we'll give it some like, yeah, like that. All right, so because it's on her shirt, where the boobas are. Okay, it says quality boba. Gotcha. I knew it was something boba. And then some random guy says, all these fries are reminding me of my intentionally terrible AI hand references. The fries are? The fries aren't even showing on screen. These are the hands, they're fingers. I'm just drawing them extremely simplified because I gotta do it like, I gotta draw like, yeah, I gotta draw 6 hands right now. So I'm just drawing them extremely simplified. And in the same way over and over again. They're all holding their hands in the same pose because we're doing kind of a lineup shot, but my lineup shot's actually gotten kind of, like that part of the hand shouldn't be that long, what do you call it? This part. So I actually kind of did get a little bit lost in the sauce there for a second, but we're gonna fix it. So same thing over here, pinky first, and then the other 3 fingers. like that, and the thumb sticking out that direction. So here we're gonna like using the heel of the hand, that's what that's called, as like a little bit of a shelf. And they're basically all kind of holding their dishes like this. It's kind of hard to illustrate that from a top-down camera and not like a forward-facing camera, the way we're looking at them, but I hope it's clear what we're doing here. And what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm actually gonna have her slice of pizza kind of like come out this way from the hand so that we can see that it's like a slice of pizza. So we're gonna have her holding it, but it's kind of gonna like hang out a little bit, and then we're gonna give it a nice crust. And then of course we're gonna have to put some pineapples on it and things like that. And I'm also gonna have to move this kind of like little placeholder for the face over because I didn't center it. So this is gonna be Nana's thing. All right, so we've kind of got our 3 dishes in the 3 judges' hands. I just kind of gonna give the judges faces, and she's got like, so for this one, she's got like a bandit mask. So we're gonna add that. And then I think I'm gonna give her a little, kind of like the little sad eyes, the same way we did for this guy up here. And she's got this kind of hair that sort of just comes down on both sides. And the bangs we're not gonna see because they're kind of like up where the panel is kind of slicing and cutting off. But the idea is there. Again, with the shoulders, kind of gonna do the same thing. Bring the shoulders up and around. And we're almost there. You're beginning to think we should both team up and flood the databanks with hand photos. Oh man, are they that bad? That's okay. It's okay if they're that bad. Because my goal here is to keep it simple. Excuse me. Because this is a comic, and we've talked about this before. Excuse me, my voice is so croaky. Man, has it been that long? Have I been talking that long that my voice is starting to go? When you're drawing comics, simplicity is key, because there's gonna be so much repetition in like every single panel. You're gonna keep drawing them, telling the story, picture by picture. Not as repetitious as animation, but it's still very repetitive. So simplicity is, of course, still key. And that's why I keep it simple with these characters. I haven't gone into like crazy amounts of detail. I've kept the expressions really loosey-goosey and kind of funny. Really simple. I'm not like super detailing anybody's faces. Tim and I want some buttered menthols, says Crazy Chimp Collective. I should not have read that out loud. I did not realize. I think it's the first swear word I might have dropped on this channel, maybe ever. Look what you've done, says Crazy Chimp Collective. And she's speaking to Lunar Garden, I think, because Lunar Garden last said we can flood the AI with tricky hand drawings. Maybe not. I'm not sure who she's talking to. Look what you did. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't really swear on my channel, so there we go. Reading yours out loud was kind of the first one. No, butter menthols isn't a swear. Read under that one. Read under your caps lock's text, the one right after that. I guess I'm just gonna start lining this one. Even though I didn't finish drawing his face yet. Here we go. Yeah, that one. Yeah, hopefully YouTube doesn't care about that one. I don't think they do. It's pretty mild. But, just generally speaking, I usually avoid it if I can. Playing it safe, you know. Dang it, I just drew... It's fine. It's not a big deal. Alright. Honestly, I'm kind of... like low-key impressed. We've gotten all 3 of these panels done during this stream. I say done, like they're not done yet, but they will be before we hit my intended stop time. And that, in my opinion, is a pretty significant amount of drawing in one stream. So I think as far as today's progress on our comic goes, we've done a lot. Like, we got a lot done today on this comic, which is really good because I do want us to get all the way through it, all the way to the end. And then what I wanted to do with it is, and we've talked about this, I think in the Discord, I don't know if we've ever talked about it on stream, but I want to do like a PDF, like a high-res photocopies of all of this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to research it and figure out how to do it the best way that I can do it. And then I'm going to put out a PDF of our comic, and I'm going to distribute it obviously in Discord, and I'll probably link it somewhere in the description of our collab comic videos for people to find. That way everybody can just download and have their own copy of this comic, because you all put in the work. You all showed up, right? Like, you all showed up to do it. You all put in the work. You made your suggestions. You submitted your characters. You helped shape the outcome. You've written the story together, like, honestly. And I want to be able to share that at the end. Like, I want everybody to get, you know, to keep it, to have it for themselves. And Crazy Chemical says, I'll happily boost it on Twitter, the one place you have influence. Yeah, and that'd be great too. Like, share it around. Like, look, a group of artists got together on YouTube and created this comic together, and then just share it. Like, it's everybody's contribution. Everybody did this work together. And like, I get in here and I do the drawings, but like, I don't come up with this stuff on my own. You think I would come up with this on my own? I'm not. And that's part of one of the things I'm working on, is to become way more like well-rounded too, and to kind of like learn how to think more broadly and to have more fun ideas, because I can be, in my own way, pretty literal. I can be pretty literal a lot of the times. And so learning how to think in more fun, abstract ways is something that I'm doing for myself, and I learn from you guys too. Like, a lot of the ideas that you guys have brought to the table for this comic have been very abstract. They've been, I don't think that one's, I'm not gonna ink that yet. That hand's not right for the way it's holding this pizza. We'll come back to that. But the point is, this has been great. Like, you guys contribute way more than I think it might be obvious that you guys are contributing. It kind of looks like I'm in here talking and drawing, and like, I don't know how obvious it is, how much of it, of what I'm drawing, comes from you all. So I just want to acknowledge that. I want to point it out. I want to talk about it and make it super clear to anybody that's watching that, like, this is a group effort. These ideas are not my ideas. I don't even know if I'm capable currently of coming up with some of the ideas that are in this comic. Like, I don't know that I'd have it in me to come up with some of these fun, crazy ideas on my own. So it definitely comes from the whole party, like the whole group. And the characters. I definitely did not come up with these characters by myself either. There's so much variety in the types of characters we have in this comic. Like, there's a ghost up there. There's Candy Lemony, we talked about several times. This Birdman, you know, mad scientist Birdman. A muffin, a sentient, angry little muffin. We have these 2 characters. I'm still not sure what they are, but they're a family and they're contributing. They're marshmallow toasting experts. We've got Pizza Demon Chan, of course, Laurel Green. We've got Space Raptor Infinite's second. I don't want to try and say what dinosaur specifically, because they are actually basing these off of real creatures that I don't know, and I don't want to try to even pretend like I know. This is Felix. Right, so like, here's a great view. Like, we can just scroll, like actually physically scroll through. We got a cat, a plant, some people, kangaroo, a bunny, you know, Dr. you know, Crow, Candy Lamity, another demon lady, the muffin, like I'd said before. Got like so much going on. A giant freaking turkey. There's ducks, like ducks running the beach kingdom. So the variety here is astounding. And it's not one person's job to do all of that. It's not one person's brain power to come up with all of that. Make sure your crazy chip collective ducks are my weakness. Yeah, I mean, the variety is so cool. I love that about this. I just wanted it to be whatever you guys wanted it to be. And I didn't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to stifle any of that. Like, I want to create like rules like, oh, well, it doesn't make sense to have this character with this kind of character in the same universe. Like, I don't want to stifle any of that. There's no reason for us to limit who can coexist, you know? So I think that's what's made this so fun. Should serve them as Mongolian cuisine. No, that's treason. They're the royals in this universe. That would be definitely treasonous. This head's too big. I'm not gonna ink it like that. We're gonna fix it before we ink it. But I think the food's fine, so we're gonna come in here and still do the food. We'll add our stinky lasagna and then I'll redo the face because it's just not the right size. But for sure, long story short, let me end my rant by saying, yeah, once we get this thing all put together in like one PDF, I would love for you guys to share it, to download it, to have your own copies. I didn't just make this for myself. Obviously, I am learning, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of it too. But overall, the best use of this comic is if we share it. And so it doesn't just become a relic in my backlog of old streams that will eventually become irrelevant. I want this to be something that we all kind of keep, you know? You're having fun here plugging your dumb stuff in and enjoying the comic. That's good, I'm glad. I'm really glad. Like, that's the best I could hope for this. That's what I want for this. That's what I want out of it. That's why we do this on the weekends. That's why I put my mornings aside on a weekend just so that we can sit here and do this. It's a good use of time. It's for a good cause. But the good cause is that we're sharing the experience and we're sharing the outcome. Okay, so now that I've absolutely talked way too much, I've been way too wordy about all of that, let's get back to this drawing and figure out what I can fix before we go inking anymore. Because we were so close to done, and then I realized I made some pretty significant mistakes here. So I'm gonna have this, I think what we can do here is have this hand kind of curve around, maybe. Sure. I guess I mostly just wanted it to be super clear that this was pizza, and so I wanted it to be facing this way, facing us instead of facing the person. Like, nobody in their right mind would eat the crust first, so this looks freaking weird, but I shouldn't have inked this hand already. I should have like made it like, you know, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We've got still the wrist is holding up. Like that. I think that'll work. That's good enough for what we need it to be, compared to combine it with like what's happening on this side. I do wish, and that's like the one downside to drawing on paper, is I can't zoom in to make it any bigger. Like, the size of the paper is the size of the paper is the size of the paper. As much as I would love to zoom in to like really focus on what it is I'm doing with this hand right now. I cannot. There is no zoom. So what we have here is kind of what we get as far as like visibility when trying to come in here and draw this. So. Hopefully that's a little bit clearer. It might be once I erase the pencil marks, but we're almost done with today's like goals, right? Like our goal was to finish all 3 of these panels. I mean, technically our goal is also to include the commentary down here, but adding a little bit of text is not really a major issue if we have to do that like later. Not a big deal. It's just write in some words and then, you know. But this part, I think we've done pretty decently. Again, I said I wanted to make the head a little bit smaller here for this one in the middle. This guy needs some facial features, and of course she does as well. And this is our elf lady, so we might kind of want some pointy elf ears on her. King R. James says, you forgot about this, got sidetracked by drawing. You'll post your drawing on the server. Yeah, that's great. We'll see your drawing there. It'd be fun. It's always a pleasure to look at what you guys are creating. And you feel like good food needs to shine. Yeah, this one. So like make like some like shiny, radiant, like that. Something like that. Like special items in games. Maybe it's gotta look a little bit more, like more than that. I'm not sure. Nah, like anything bread, so she might eat the crust first. Oh, Nana likes, oh, I'm so sorry. Nana likes anything bread, so she might eat the crust first. Okay, Lunar Garden, and pleasure. That's great because that's just the way it's drawn at this point. She's eating the crust first. I'm glad at least it feels in character for her. So that's a plus. For sure a plus, so it doesn't look like I just made her do that for no reason. Okay, so let's put a nose in here and a smile, and I think a little bit of like that. I'm gonna do it that way. And then of course, she's got like a hoodie on. So I'm gonna bring the hoodie around like this. And then the hair kind of like comes down into like this loose ponytail. And that's good. And we'll just do it like that. So there's Nana's character. And I just know her like vest has like this hem kind of thing going on there. So we'll add that. And then one piece going that direction to the other side of the hoodie. And then we really need a facial expression here, and then really, this is the face that's gonna sell it, the one eating the stinky lasagna, so we gotta do that one well. It's by all means an act. Again, are we talking about pizza with the crust first? No. Well, just for that, actually, you know what? There is a reason why I would eat the crust first. When it's, what do you call it? The cheesy crust, you know, when it's like cheese-filled crust, I will eat the crust first on those pizzas because it is so good. And they give you like the garlic dipping sauce, you know? Oh, it's so delicious. Just like tear off the crust. It's like a cheesy breadstick. You dip it in the sauce. It's delicious. Yeah, in that case, I do eat the crust first. So there is a time and a place for it. There is a legitimate time and a place for eating the crust first on the pizza. And that would be one of them. All right, so that's an exception you allow. Brilliant. Okay, see, it makes sense. It is valid. So I think for this guy, let's do, and then he's also got kind of like these type of eyes. So let's do an expression like this, and we'll do like the little kind of tongue out kind of emoji expression. Because, no, it looked better before I did that. Hang on. It was better the first time. Like that? Maybe. We'll let that simmer. We'll let that bake and see what we think long term. And then for the bandit, let's do... So I still think, let's put the eyes first. Because I think maybe that's where I went wrong last time, is I tried to put the mask first. The nose, even though it's like a kind of like a triangular nose, I don't think that it makes sense to draw it forward facing like it's a side facing nose. And then the bandit mask would still like go over like that. So there's that. But again, the face isn't gonna show up as a round face because we've got these, you know, the hair that kind of like, she's got sort of like really straight hair. So we're gonna bring that in like that. I think that's a little better. That's a little bit more consistent with the other, like scale-wise is more consistent with the other two people sitting there. Left for the R plates. LMAO, watch out guys, Pilfer Pup is watch driving. Oh no, well you're still going, I'm watching on the freeway. Please don't. You can listen on the freeway, that's fine. Just don't watch the road, Pilfer. Watch the road. Like please. I do not want to be any way party to dangerous driving. Like reckless endangerment? Nope. Count me out. I don't want to be a part of it. You can listen and I'd be fine just having you listen and we'll chat with you that way. But yeah, no, don't watch the road. Roads are for nerds. Pilfer, stop typing. Watch the road. No. I am not responsible for what Pilfer does. Also, I recommend nobody do what Pilfer's doing. Ever. Watch the road when you're driving. It's just recklessness. What is this recklessness? I can't relate. We're not gonna be reckless on this channel. We're responsible adults on this channel. We drive responsibly. And I won't have it any other way. Them's the rules from now on, folks. Them's the rules. All right, let's get this mask on, and then I think like a little kind of like wobbly. I know eyebrows don't really wobble like that, but I thought it kind of expressively might help with selling this expression. So there we have that. And let's go ahead and ink Nana here with her pizza. She's happy. She's got her pizza. She did not get shafted with the lasagna. She's in a good place. I think actually, to be completely like honest, I need to add some pineapple slices to this pizza. And then we'll be solid. Let's add the hair first. Oh, these eyes with the cute little eyelashes. We're almost there, folks. Almost. I really hope we're not still talking about reckless driving. Okay, good. This song slaps. I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys can hear it, because sometimes I'll check my streams. I'll go back and rewatch them. Just to see like, is the audio good? Is the video good? I also want to increase the video quality. I tried this time, but whatever I did didn't work. I really want to get it to 1080p, and for some reason, streaming keeps defaulting to 720. I haven't solved that yet, but I am looking into it. I'm trying, so I want to get the video quality up. It's a work in progress. But anyway, the point is, sometimes I go back and watch, and I'll be like, oh, you know, tell me at the beginning of your stream, tell me if the music's too loud or too quiet, if you can't hear it at all. Nobody ever says anything. And then I'll go and rewatch the stream, and there'll be like, no music. It'll be crickets. Crickets, and then me talking for 2 hours. That's terrible. You guys gotta let me know. So now when you're like, oh, this song is great, I'm like, yes, you guys can hear the music. Now I know you can hear it. That's good. Pilfer, no. Absolutely not. I'm not even gonna read that out loud. I'm not gonna dignify that. Pilfer. Lunar Garden's gonna put you in your place. She's like, no, Pilfer, no. That's absolutely right. Pilfer, no. No, Pilfer. Bad Pilfer. We don't do that here. That is not how we roll on this channel. Alright, cool. I think we've got it. What do you guys think? How does this look? Thoughts? Yeah, let's get this all in here. How are we feeling about that? Did we nail it today or did we nail it? Because I think we nailed it. I think it looks pretty freaking good, personally. Autopilot drifting? Nope. No, we do not, says Crazy Chimp Collective. Correcto mundo. That's right. See? My gang's got my back here, Pilfer. They're not putting up with the shenanigans. Crazy Chimp says, I feel about this is that Pilfer is basically, no. They're all looking so good, says Pilfer. That's great, but you're the last person I want telling me that when you're driving. You're not supposed to be looking. Somebody else tell me what they look like because Pilfer is supposed to be watching the road. Yeah, where's the spray bottle? Exactly, Lunar Garden. We need to do some behavioral modification around here. Oh, I forgot about the pineapples. Ugh, what do pineapples on pizza look like? They're just like little, I don't know, hang on. Google, be my friend. Pineapple pizza. Okay, I think I can do that. I can draw that. Ooh, okay. So it's just like little kind of weird half-moony looking shapes. Like that. And then they've got like, yeah. And then like little, boom, like that. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna put these little pineapples on here. These little pineapple slices. Oh dang, that did not work the way I thought it would. This marker's a little bit thicker than I thought. Okay. This is fine. I can make this work. I can correct this. This is fine. There. Little pineapple slices on our pizza. And then I think like we can just use little like pieces of like ham. Like this. And then we got pineapple and ham pizza. Brilliant. We did it. I feel like the lasagna should be almost alive. Maybe this is where we just add like the little skulls, like pew, or little skull emojis at the end of the stinky like trail lines here. Could do a little, I want it to be super duper simple, so just kind of like little, oh gosh. Like this. And then just put one there, and then put one maybe over here. Yeah, that's it. That's how we know the stinky lasagna is just, it's like deadly, it's like poison. It's bad. This poor Rose has to eat the stinky lasagna. Let's add a little, you know, eye holes there. What do you think? Maybe a ghost lasagna, like it's leaving its soul. You do like a little, like one right here, like that. Isn't that how people usually do it? And then maybe like X's for eyes. Let's do that. I'll start with the X's because I want to make sure they fit. And then we'll just kind of like roll our ghost like that around it. There we go. This lasagna is just like the most unappetizing thing that has graced this book. Like even worse than round one's salty, oh gosh, what was it? Salty pancakes or something? What were they making? Some kind of pie. I don't remember what kind of pie. But there's the pie pan. And instead of sugar, it's full of salt. Yeah. Even that does not compare to this right now. I think we're improving as far as like selling the what's wrong with this picture. Anchovy pancakes, is that what we were having? Instead of basil, they added mint. Ooh, sweaty lasagna, says Poper. Yeah, it's looking pretty grotesque. Deliciously awful, some random guy. I agree with that statement. It looks pretty deliciously awful. Yeah, I think, okay, and Pilfer says, I love seeing your art skill improvement from the panels that were last year. Thank you. We can use the remains of Pilfer's cubed car as a D20. Yeah, Pilfer, you don't start driving smartly. I'm assuming you're not driving anymore. I assume you've come to a complete stop since you're looking at the pictures again. But yeah, I appreciate it. I personally do see the growth. I honestly feel much better about these pictures. I hope that you guys do too. I'm really excited with the journey this whole thing has gone on. And I appreciate you guys sticking with it. I know with any kind of sequential videos, it can be really hard to continue the momentum because people drop out or people don't want to join because they're afraid that they've missed too much. So stuff like this can be kind of difficult to keep up, but you guys have kept it up. You guys have stayed with it, and I really appreciate that. I think that having your support has been phenomenal because it's really helped me stay on point with finishing this story. We're almost there. We've got one round left. We've got the finale, and obviously we're going to crown our winners. So you made it this far. Please stay with, because we're going to do this again after my hiatus, and we're going to finish strong. We're going to finish this beautiful journey and see what happens, because nobody knows. There's no script. We're figuring it out as we go. That is it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It has been so much fun. You guys have made this a really enjoyable project, and it continues to be fun, and I continue to learn from it. So I hope you guys are enjoying it and learning from it too. And I'll see you next time, because we are going to do this again, just again after my hiatus. So, stick around, and thank you, and we'll see you soon.